What's going on, guys? Zach Perna here, and so today there's a fair bit going on in today's video. We're going to get to my favorite exercises in the gym, so a bit more on that in a second, and we're also going to get to a new product, Oxyshred, a new Oxyshred Energy, which is just, it's the best energy drink on the market. So we're going to do a taste test of that because we're giving away a Tesla as well, legit. So really keen to let you guys know about this one, and also on a less than positive, well actually on a very positive note, tested positive for COVID this morning, so good. Yes. Funny story, I didn't feel too bad. I just had a bit of a body ache. This is the reason for doing this at home. We were gonna have this big elaborate trip to do this taste review, but couldn't do it. So long story short, woke up this morning, did one of the tests, and then I filmed it and thought, you know what, this is all sweet. It was just, I thought, negative, all good, went back to bed. Then about 10 minutes later, I checked it and it wasn't negative at all. So there's that, which is a bit annoying. So while I can still taste things, we're gonna do the taste test. So I know you guys will be thinking, what the hell, why is he doing a taste test if he's got COVID? But really, I feel fine and I can taste and smell anything. So that's good, luckily, thank God, otherwise it would have been very useless. Okay guys, so I'm gonna give a mini review on the brand new product from EHP Labs, the Oxyshred Ultra Energy. So like I said, this is, I think, the best energy drink on the market, and I've been absolutely smashing these. So I'm gonna try my best to give you guys the best taste review I can. Pretty much, if I could sum up this drink, it is just clean energy. So it is not your usual energy drink that just feels like you get a big hit, then you feel nothing, and then you just maybe crash. It has no sugar in it, it has all natural flavors, it's nothing artificial, it is insane. And the energy is like only 113 milligrams of caffeine, but it feels like you've had a couple of hundred. That's like the best thing about these. So the taste, we'll get to that in a second, but overall the product in itself is just really good. They've absolutely nailed this one. Packaging on point, it's got those raised, like bubbled like print on here. And you can see all of the little, all the points on here. Energy to burn, carnitine and caffeine. So it's got 1,000 milligrams of L-carnitine in the fat burner. Zero crash, it's got vitamin C and vitamin B. Focus, taurine, and tyrosine. I'm a huge fan of tyrosine as well. It's in Pride, also in this. Good vibes. That's like the best, it's the only way to explain these, good vibes. It comes in 5 flavors as well. All of these, I said in my Instagram video, all of these are my favorite flavors. That's why it's really difficult to choose one because they're all insane. Peach candy rings, passion fruit, we've got guava, kiwi strawberry, and pina colada. So we're gonna get started with the peach. In the words of Hafey, dude, I love that.
I love that. Do you notice it? Did I say that?
The peach is like one of those yellow peaches, but then just super sweet. And it just doesn't taste artificial too, with 0 calories, 0 sugar in this as well. This is delicious. That, so far, is number 1. Passion fruit. They say Drake wrote the song about this flavored Oxyshred Energy. Definitely, like I said, if you've had a Passiona before, that's like that, it's on point, only you get good energy out of it. So these will be also amazing if you do fasting like me, appetite suppression, you have one of these at like 10, 11 in the morning, not hungry at all, and you feel great, and you've got energy, and it's just sweet. It's like the perfect fasting little addition. Guava now. Now I said on my Instagram video as well, I had no idea what the guava fruit actually is. I don't think I've ever had guava fruit before. That's a little bit sweeter, I reckon, than the other ones. The only way to describe this is it tastes like a fruit salad. It's like an actual punch, like a literal punch. No, like an actual bowl of punch, like a fruit one. That's what it tastes like to me. Considering I have no guava to compare it against. Really, really nice. Again, really refreshing. Kiwi straws, Oxyshred classic favorite. Yeah, you taste the strawberry straight away. Kiwi's pretty subtle, but that's nice. I'll tell you what, for someone with COVID, my taste is exceptional today. It tastes similar to guava, actually. For someone with COVID, my taste is exceptional today. And pina colada. So if you're like me and you like getting caught in the rain without an umbrella, clothes saturated, inconvenience, then you'll love this. Yeah. Pineapple coconut. That's like, this is pineapple coconut heaven, and I love coconut. Better than what I expected. So this or peach, that's what I said in my Instagram video. This or peach have to be my top 2, but all of them, it's really hard to choose. Sick, sick. You guys can't lose on any one of these. Whatever flavor catches your eye, just get that one first. Now for the exciting bit. So guys, EHP are giving away a Tesla, and it is the easiest giveaway I've ever seen in my life. All you have to do is buy a case of these. The link will be in the description below. Buy a case so you get the best energy drink on the planet. It tastes amazing in whatever flavor you choose. And then you just gotta put up a story on Instagram tagging Oxyshred Energy and EHP Labs with your Oxyshred Energy. So it can be, I think the more kind of crazy or bizarre or cool, the better your chances of winning are. So maybe a story might be like this or something like that. So pretty much that is all you guys have to do for this, and it is it's just a win-win. So I was stoked when I heard about this giveaway because I was just thinking, what's the catch? And evidently there is none. You just get the best energy drink and you may get a Tesla. I mean, one of you will. And I'm really looking forward to seeing who that is. Turns out it's me. It's me with a fake identity. So by now at this point, I'm guessing you guys would have paused the video and already secured yourself at least one case of Oxyshred Ultra Energy. You definitely would have got the peach because I recommended it. But if you didn't, there is still time. Just pause it right now and then I'll give you a second. Nice. Now for the rest of today's video. So I pretty much wanted to give you guys my top exercise per muscle group. Now, this is very, I guess, somewhat controversial topic within fitness because, you know, people always say you're either on the side of saying you have to squat, you have to bench, you have to deadlift, or they're on the side of saying there is no exercise you must do. So this video is kind of like, it's a bit in the middle because it's like saying, I don't think there is an exercise that is the best for a muscle group. I think there's some that can allow an individual to activate it better, will feel it more, will overload better, get better at that exercise. There are some exercises that allow you to lift a little bit heavier loads, like your compound ones, increase mechanical tension that way, and then thereby build a little bit more muscle. But there are also exercises that some people I don't think should do for their body type, for the way that their pathways is just not right for them. So with that said, I wanted to give you guys, I guess, just a few of my favorite exercises that I will do every time, like without fail within my session that I'm really enjoying lately. And by enjoying, I mean, for one, it just feels great on the muscle and I feel like I'm targeting the right thing. And two, it might be something that is a bit underutilized or you don't see often. So it's kind of like, they're not like your basic meat and potato exercises for the most part. They have a little bit of a twist on them. So that said, I do think you should always keep your big compound lifts in there. And if you can do them and it feels good, keep them in there to be your meat and potatoes. And then you can maybe consider these exercises as maybe something that you haven't tried before, or if you need a variation of a lateral raise to put in your shoulder workout, I'm saying don't do dumbbells, try this one instead. So that's pretty much where it's at. I feel like that's the biggest disclaimer to avoid any comments of people disagreeing with what I'm saying, because I'm not saying like there's one way you have to do things. It's like saying there's a lot of ways of going about it. Here's mine. So we'll leave it at that. And now let's head to the gym. We want the basics. They're bread and butter, but there isn't a single exercise that you have to do. That's why I'm gonna show you my favorite exercises today per muscle group, the ones that I enjoy, feel the most, and I think you guys should give a little bit of attention to as well. So machine preach curl is my favorite bicep exercise, pretty much because you can take everything else out except biceps. So keep your whole arm flush on the pad here. And when I do these, I actually relax my wrists. So instead of curling like that, just keep your wrists relaxed and really put the tension on the biceps. You can squeeze and get the full squeeze just in the bicep completely. And wrist is relaxed, slow down, little pause, squeeze up like that. It keeps it on the biceps the whole time, and then you're not getting things in there like the front delt. When you're doing a lot of curls, a lot of guys use momentum, they get the front delts in there, a lot of swinging. This enables you to really focus on the bicep and just isolate that. So you can really overload this one as well, as heavy as you can, and keep that form constant. Now for triceps, dip machine. Now body weight dips and the actual just normal dips are fine, but I like the machine if your gym has it, purely because you can just adjust the weight a little bit more and you put the focus on your triceps instead of just delts or everything that's taking over. So for me, grip is close and I'm actually trying to distribute the tension into the triceps there. So I'm keeping the elbows quite tight with the body, pause, and then squeezing through the triceps. So I try not to squeeze the handles here as well. My grip's pretty relaxed, same as Bi's. And that way I can actually load the triceps and squeeze down. As far up as you comfortably can. Feel the stretch and then go. So your body weight might be perfectly fine to do these just on the bars, but if it's not and you're a bit heavier and you just can't get that form right, dip machine is great for this. Now one of my favorite exercises for chest as well is a dumbbell press, but on a low incline. So if you do a proper high incline dumbbell like normal, that's fine, it's great, but if I had to choose one, the low is a little bit better for me. So you can either do this with your elbows kind of tight or flared. If it hurts your shoulders flared, don't do it, but for me it actually feels better and targets the upper chest a bit more. Push up and just to there. As soon as I do this, my shoulders round over and it changes the position of the shoulders and makes it more dangerous. But if I keep the shoulders locked, stretch, squeeze up just to there, that's my range. Slow. All about breaking momentum, putting it on the chest and leaving it on the chest. doesn't come off the whole way. Now, upper chest especially, a lot of guys lack that and they find it hard to activate, find it hard to build. And building this part of the chest to that thickness, very challenging, especially if you don't know how to activate it. That's why adding a low incline as well as actual incline movements into your chest session, great for that, because a lot of people do lack the upper chest. So guys, if you're enjoying these tips and getting a lot out of the exercises, I would actually encourage you to check out my new workout app, especially because my challenge is now live. So you guys can get just access to the app, and you can also win thousands of dollars of prizes, Gymshark outfits, EHP Lab subs, and much more. So I'm actually doing a prize for a fat loss as usual, and also prize for muscle building. A lot of challenges don't do that because obviously fat loss looks more impressive, but everyone has different goals. So we're doing 2 rounds of prizes, one for each goal, and it'll cost you $1 for your first month to start. You'll get everything in the app. There's masterclass videos, there's tons of workouts, hundreds, and also the second month is only $15. So if that sounds like something you guys want, link is in the description. Highly recommend you check that out. So now, my favorite exercise for back is pretty much anything with a support pad. So in particular, I've been loving this row lately. Anything that can allow you to take the majority of the core out of it. I mean, I know a lot of people love that with back movements because they're hard and heavy, like your barbell rows, deadlifts, stuff like that. But when it comes to actually building a lot of the specific muscles of the back, I think it's good to be able to take the core out so you can actually save your spine a little bit. Because a lot of guys, if they're just rowing, everything is kind of moving and they don't really know what they're targeting. So the good thing about the supported ones is you can be braced into the seat and then you can actually pull and target wherever you like. So for example, if I want to target my lower lats and get a lot of lat thickness, I can keep my elbows nice and tight in with my body like that, squeeze hard, elbows are tight, and the range isn't too far, it's just to there. So I could, if I wanted, go all the way like that, but it's not really active. So I'm keeping it in that range of the lats, and the seat height is perfect to target my lats there as well, because it's quite high. If you wanted to hit a bit more upper back, you can get this seat, get the seat down, and upper back focusing on the shoulder blades moving a lot more. So a little bit, the seat's lower, so I'm pulling from the upper back there. A lot of shoulder. So hey, come behind and see the difference. This is the upper back. And if we do it for lower lats, and again, with a lot of back movements, really take the grip out of it. So when I'm hanging on, I'm pretty much hanging on by like this. That's kind of my grip for a lot of them, or maybe that. As soon as you start doing this, your forearms are gonna be so unbelievably pumped, you won't be able to feel anything. So think about pulling from the elbow as if it's just attached there. Elbow back, big squeeze. So you can't really do this with a barbell row, for example. If you're trying to hold the squeeze with a barbell row, it's just too much. The way that the exercise is set up mechanically, you won't be able to hold it for too long. If you can, it's probably too light. But with a machine, really, really good to get that squeeze and control the weight the whole way through. Next one, shoulders. So with shoulders, your presses are great, keep them in, but a lot of time people do the dumbbell lateral raises only, and that is just a recipe for swinging, especially the way that people do them often. It's just about moving the weight. Whereas this smashes your shoulders, it keeps the tension on the whole time because of the cables, and doing them lying down actually takes a lot of the back out of it, and you can't cheat these. That's why they're so brutal. It looks a bit funny, but if you try them, it's so brutal on the shoulders. Stretch, squeeze, slow, tension stays on the whole way, squeezing up with the shoulder, keeping the grip relaxed. So for quads, I don't think you can beat a hack squat. For me, this is great for the back. I'm actually nursing a bit of a knee tendonitis that I got from pretty much just actually was running what did it, funnily enough. But for this, still favorite exercise. Now, a couple things to focus on. The stance doesn't have to be too close, but I do like it a little bit more narrow. These shoes are horrendous for this, by the way. I'd rather go bare feet. they just look cool. They're shit though. Push through the quads. Again, pause momentum and squeeze up. Actually visualize like doing a quad extension. When you're doing the movement, you want to squeeze the quads. There, and squeeze up. Squats, for sure. I mean, if you're gonna smash every part of your leg in a squat, but I think hack squats, they give you a bit more flexibility with where you put your feet. You can put them up here, you can put them down here, and you can just actually put the pressure a little bit more through the quads and bias that area a lot more. So if you're taking hack squats or pendulum squats to failure, the quads are gonna absolutely blow up. So talking the whole posterior chain, the hams, glutes, bit of low back, I think an RDL or a stiff leg is pretty much just an essential in the workout. So for me, if we want to bias the hams a bit more, we'll do them like a stiff leg. So grip is around shoulder width, keep it tight. And from here, slight bend in the knees, then they don't really change. That bend remains constant and it's a simple hip hinge. Bum goes back, hinge as far down as I can stretch without my back doing that. Back straight and then forward again. So stretch, come back, forward. So glutes, they're pretty minimal activation there, where if you want to do an RDL and get more glute in, it's a similar thing, only you get a little bit of a bend. Like that. But if you're doing an RDL or a stiff leg variation in your plan, then you will be sweet. Now I thought I'd save the best till last. I know you guys want to know what I do for calves. They are my best body part. No, but seriously, I actually have been giving them a lot of attention lately, and this is what I've been doing a lot of. So the standing calf, of any kind you can, purely because you can actually smash every part of the movement, every bit of the rep. So from here, I've been going big stretch here, so like 2 seconds, and then actually start tensing my calf before I do the exercise, so then flex, and then I'll squeeze the hell out of the top for about 1 to 2 seconds. Keep it on, stretch, flex, squeeze up like that. Now I'm hoping you can see something moving in my calf there. And that is pretty much it. Let's hope something happens to him. So guys, that is pretty much it for this video. I just want to give you a run through of pretty much my favorite exercises that I've been doing per muscle group. So like I said, there is no one exercise that you have to do. The basics are great. Compound movements are awesome, keep them in there, but don't feel like you have to do certain things. Definitely go in there, try these exercises out, see how you feel. My style of training is a bit more with engaging and connecting with the muscle and instead of just moving a lot of weight, purely because for me, I feel like that's how I can still achieve results, but also stay injury free. That's the goal. So once other than this knee, it's just been terrible. But otherwise, I want to keep doing this for a long period of time. So I don't want to be just, plagued with injuries because I'm going too heavy or whatever that may be. So I feel like if I can help a few guys out as well by just at least having you consider those things and going, maybe I don't need to go as heavy to get the certain results, then my job here is done. So if you guys enjoyed this and took something out of it, please like the video and comment something below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you are interested in my new challenge, you can check that out in the description as well. But that said, I have nothing left for you guys and you definitely know what to do.
Got a fresh cut in the denims, all these sexy jeans in my section, and slide into your DMs in the PM and the AM, then I slide into your feelings when you see just what I'm saying.